Now, once again, good morning to one and all. I am very much thankful to everyone being here today. Now, I am sharing my presentation with all of you. Now, in the last lecture, we were seen that the operating efficiency of the clamshell, right? Now, in this particular lecture, we will learn to analyze the operating efficiency of a particular equipment, and we have taken clamshell to calculate the particular efficiency of a clamshell. Then the second most important learning outcome of the previous lecture is that calculate the production efficiency, or you can say the capacity of a clamshell for a given job efficiency. So these were be seen in the last lectures. So this is the bucket to bucket or to jaw of the particular clamshells. Then we have seen different component parts and the working principle of the clamshell, how it will work. Then we also seen the different types of the bucket, their uses, and the bucket penetrations will depends upon certain important you can see the parameters: bucket weight, bucket teeth, lats, the positive digging action, and precise lateral control. Then this chart or this graph is very important in case of the fill factor, bucket fill factor. If you see on the x-axis, if you take the bucket size, the size of the bucket in meter cube, and if you see the bucket fill factor, as the bucket size is increases, the bucket fill factor is also increases. So what is the uses of this particular chart or this graph? Now it is used in case of the solving the examples on cycle time and output of the clamshell. For example, if the bucket capacity is, for example, is 30 meter cube, and if you draw a vertical line from the x-axis up to this point, and if you draw another horizontal line, when the two line will meet at a point, suppose at this point horizontal line and vertical line meet, we will get a 1 point. And if you see, there is a factor that is known as bucket fill factor. So we have to take 0.85 for the bucket size of 30 meter cube. So this chart is helpful for to calculate or to know the bucket fill factor. In the last lecture, the cycle time, right? So what is generally cycle time? It is the time required to digging operation, then lifting of this loose material with the help of bucket of the clamshell, and we have to dam that material into the truck or dumper. So whatever be the time required in between this activity or this work, we call it a cycle time. So in case of the bucket, the starting point is here, digging up the some materials. The material may be the soil, hard rock or muru, or even if you want to lift the excavated material. So we can put the job where you want to excavate certain kind of material, and then digging operation will begin. So this is the start of digging operation for a particular trenches, or any kind of operation will be there, and this is the end of the digging operations. So we require certain time. Then after digging, we have to lift that particular material and we have to dam that particular material inside the truck or dumper or any place. So we require certain time. So this process will be there, and after damping that material into the truck or dumper or any highway or any place, then the empty bucket again reach its to its original position, that is known as its starting point. So this cycle is continuous. Digging, then end of the digging, then filling of that material into the truck dumpers, and then again that empty bucket will come its original position. So this time is known as the cycle time. So the digging damping operation we have to do with the help of any bucket at an angle 90 degree, and this is the bucket loading time. So this is generally how the cycle time it will work. Then we also seen a simple numericals on the clamshell output per hours. This is the problem we have seen in the last lectures. So need not to again repeat these things. And at this stage, I would like to say whatever may be the material or whatever may be the syllabus we have covered up till now, all the syllabus is available in your that folder which is available in our Microsoft team. I have created one folder. Inside that folder you will see there PPT, then PDF, all the materials which is required to whatever may be the syllabus we have covered up till now. So I request all the students, you have to go there and download all the things, and at the end of this lecture we have the certain assignment. So in the next lecture you complete all the assignment from that folder. I have today I am going to put certain assignment on this particular unit because our unit is towards the end today, hope so. So this is the one instruction from my side. Then the production in LCM also, that is the loose cubic meter. So this is the simple formula to convert the meter cube per hour into loose cubic meter. Then another important problem at this stage we have going to see or learn in the today's lecture, that is the problem on clamshell, right? So the problem is that, and this is also I think we have learned in the last lectures, estimate the production in the loose cubic meter. So yes, this we have completed in the last lecture. Then this is the problem we have to take into today's lecture, and the problem is the output and the cycle time of hose. Hose is the a particular equipment like as a JCB, right? This is a particular JCB, or another name is that hose, right? So the application of this particular equipment is most suitable for digging below the machine level and for leveling and loading and to trim the surfaces. So if you want to dig with the help of this bucket, then you can excavate the material, or you can make a trenches for footing or column, etc., and even for pipeline. And in case of this, if you want to trim the surfaces, leveling of the surfaces, then with the help of this a flat bucket you can do that operations. So we have to see one example. The first example is that determine the cost of production in terms of rupees per meter cube, right? We have to calculate the production cost in terms of rupees per meter cube. If you want to excavate certain material with the help of this particular equipment, and if you want to calculate the how much cost per meter cube, then we have to calculate in this problem. Then the certain parameter will require to solve this particular problem. Excavating equipment, hose with 1.51 meter cube, having cycle time of 16 seconds and operating factor 55 minutes per hour. The cost of this particular equipment for doing certain activity, for excavation activity, is 3,500 per hour. Then the material, the conditions of the material is given on the side. Good common earth with swell of 20% and fill factor is also given 0.85. So the swell of 20% and fill factor of 85% is given in the problem itself. Then hauling unit is also given. Truck having the capacity 8.5 meter cube. Then what is going on? Hello.
Yes, sir.
One problem, technical problem from my side. So again, we will discuss whatever may be the going on. Okay. Okay. Some technical issue was from my side. Then I am apologize for that issue. My PPT is visible or not? Yes.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, okay. Again, I would like to share. Okay. Yes, now it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Now, hauling unit, that is the capacity of truck is given 8.5 meter cube and operating factor 50 meter cube per hour and having round trip time 22 minutes. Means we have to uh, excavate the certain kind of you can see the earth material with the help of hose equipment or JCB, right? This is a JCB particularly, and we have to excavate 1.5 meter cube with the cycle time 16 seconds. Certain things is given in this particular problem. Operating factor is given 55 minute per hour. So generally in 60 minutes the operating capacity of that machine, hose machine, is 55 minutes and the cost of this particular machine per hour is 3500, right? Then material is the earth material Then one thing I would like to check at this particular point. So recording is started or not? Let me check this. Yes, recording is started. So the truck capacity 8.5 meter cube, because the excavated material we have to dump in this particular truck. The capacity operating factor 50 minutes per hour. In case of truck, the operating factor, that is capacity operating factor, is 50 minutes per hour, and having a round trip 22 minutes. So taking the loaded material and damping that material on the side, so loading and unloading this truck will require 22 minutes, and the cost for this particular one trip is rupees 400 per hour. So we have to calculate the cost of production in terms of rupees per meter cube. So this is the problem, right? So I am going to solve this problem with the help of Droid Cam. So we have this facility. So see here what is given itself in the problem. If you see, the equipment type is given. So if you see here, solution, equipment type is given. Equipment type is given in the problem. So what type of equipment is there? Hose, or you can say it is also termed as JCB, right? Hose or JCB. Then bucket capacity is given. I want to adjust one particular thing at this stage, that is, yes. Then what is given? Another bucket capacity is given. Bucket capacity. Now this problem is for 8 marks. Bucket capacity is given 1.51 meter cube. So bucket capacity is given 1.51 meter cube. Then cycle time is given in the problem. Cycle time is given 16 second. Cycle time is given. Then fill factor is given. Fill factor is given 0.85. 0.85 is the fill factor. Then swelling of the soil in percentage is given. Swelling, that is 20% swelling is given. Then operation factor 55 minutes per hour. 55 minutes per hour. Then we have to calculate the ideal hour output. We have to calculate ideal hour output, right? We have to calculate ideal hour output. Then first we have to write number of cycle. So how will you calculate number of cycle? Total time divided by time required for one cycle. Time required for one cycle. Time required for one cycle. So total time is 60 into 60, because 1 hour is 60 minutes into 60 second divided by time required for one cycle, which is given in problem, 16 seconds. So 16 seconds is the time required for one cycle is given here. This particular data is given. Cycle time is equal to 16 seconds. Then the number of cycle for this particular operation is, if you calculate this,
2 to 5.
2 to 5 cycles. Very good. 2 to 5 cycles. So the number of cycle required is 225 cycles. Then we have to calculate ideal hourly output. Ideal hourly output. We have to calculate ideal hourly output. So how will you calculate ideal hourly output? So 340 into operation factor into fill factor into square. So if you want to calculate these particular things, ideal hourly factor or output, so 340 into operation factor multiply by fill factor into swell 20%. So 340 into operation factor is 50 minute per hour. So generally we have to calculate like this, because 50 minutes the machine is operating in 60 minutes. So we have to take 50 by 60 into 0.85, fill factor is given, into swell is 1 divided by 1.20. So this will be ideal hourly output if you calculate 220.76 meter cube. So this is ideal hourly output. Then we have to calculate cost. Cost is given 3500 per hour. Then cost of excavation per meter cube, we have to calculate cost of excavation per meter cube. So cost of excavation per meter cube 335. If you see here, the cost, total cost is 3,500 per hour is given, this one. So 3,500 per hour divided by the probable hourly output we have calculated earlier, and that is here ideally hourly output is 220.76 meter cube. So 220.76. But how will you calculate this 340? how we can calculate this particular 340? How we have calculated this 340? This is calculated by number of cycle into 1.51 bucket capacity. This is how will you calculate this one? This is number of cycle into bucket capacity. Number of cycle into bucket capacity. So number of cycle we have calculated 225. So this is equal to 225 into bucket capacity. The bucket capacity is given in problem 1.51 meter cube. So this will be 340 meter cube. This will be 340 meter cube. That's why we have taken here, that is output, ideal hourly output 340 into operation factor into fill factor, right? So cost of excavation per meter cube, which is equal to 3500 per hour divided by the ideal hourly output of the machine, 220.76. So this will be 15.85 per meter cube. So the cost of excavation per meter cube is rupees 15.85. Then the hauling cost of the equipment. Hauling means the transportation cost after damping that material per meter cube. If you require a truck or dumper, then we have to calculate the transportation cost per meter cube of that particular material. So output per hour, we have to calculate output per hour, which is equal to 8.5 into 50 divided by 22. So 19.32 meter cube. So output per hour is 19.32. Therefore, the total cost of excavation and hauling, therefore we have to calculate total cost of excavation, and hauling means transportation. This is nothing but the transportation up to your construction site. So we require generally 15.85 plus 15.85 plus 19.32. Okay, so this will become, and if we have to take, this is equal to 16. This is the cost of excavation, and the cost of transportation, for example, this is again equal to 20. So 16 plus 20, so 36 per meter cube. So we required 36 rupees per meter cube, the cost of excavation and hauling. So in this way, we have calculated the cost of production in terms of rupees per meter cube. So what we have done in this particular problem, we have calculated, or we have taken the given data here. See, the equipment type is given. We have to write hose equipment, that is JCB. Then bucket capacity is given itself in the problem, 1.51 meter cube. Then cycle time is given, that is 16 seconds. Then fill factor 0.85. The swelling of the material is given 20%. Then operation factor is 55 minutes per hour. Then first we need to calculate the ideal hour output. First we have to calculate the number of cycle. So total time divided by time required for one cycle. So total time is 60 into 60 divided by 16 seconds. So we will get 225 cycle, number of cycle. Then we have to calculate the ideal hourly output. So the number of cycle into bucket capacity into operation factor into fill factor into swell. So number of cycle into bucket capacity into operation factor into 0.85 into swell 1 divided by 1.25, we will get the ideal hourly output. So ideal hourly output is 220.76. Then we
सर वो हेलो
yes.
सर वो स्वेल की वैल्यू 1/1.2 कैसे लिए सर? उसमें तो 20% दी हुई थी ना.
See here, 1 divided by 1.2. So how it will come? See, if the swelling is 20%, right? And if you want to excavate, I think we need one chart at this stage. If you want to understand this particular how it will come, then I will show you one chart how this particular value will come. Okay, so at this stage, remember, if the swelling factor is, for example, the swelling factor is 0.85, if the swelling factor is 0.2, see, if how much it is 20, so 0.2, 20% means 0.2. So we need to take this 0.2. Okay, yes, this is somewhere wrong. Okay, this is 0.2. Okay, for remaining, so calculate this one, 340 into 50 divided by 60 into 0.85 into 0.2. Okay, this is 0.2.
48.6.
So how much?
48.16.
This one?
Yes, sir.
सर वो ऑपरेशन फैक्टर भी सर 55/60 होना, आपने 50 लिख दिया वहाँ पर.
No.
50.
This is 50 divided by 60, na? This is 50 divided.
Sir, 55 दिलेलं
गिवन में सर
How much it is given?
55.
Let me check. How much it is given? 55. Okay. Yes, 55 is given. Okay, this is 55. So 340 into 55 divided by 60 into 0.85 into 0.20. Okay. So how much it is? After calculation?
52.9.
52.98. 52.98. Okay. 52.98 meter. Yes. I have taken this as a 50 somewhere. I not seen in the problems. Yes, it is 55 per minute. Okay. Bucket capacity, let me check. Bucket capacity 1.51. Okay. And fill factor is 20%, that is 0.2. Okay, now it is correct. So 52.98, okay, 52.98. So here the cost of excavation per meter cube 3500 per hour is given, and we have to take this one as a, we have calculated earlier 52.98. So this is 52.98. So how much it is? 3500 per hour divided by 52.98. So how much it is?
66.
So rupees 66
66.06.
06, okay, per meter cube. So rupees 66.06 per meter cube. Then we have to calculate again the hauling cost, means the transportation cost per meter cube. So output per hour 8.5. What is this 8.5? The truck capacity is given 8.5 into, again, what is this? 50 minutes per hour. 50 minutes per hour is the capacity operating factor. Okay, divided by,
Sir, it's 55.
no, capacity operating factor how much? 50. See in the problem here, see here, capacity operating factor is 50 minutes per hour. Okay, this is 50 minutes per hour, and having round trip time 22 minutes. So 50 divided by 22 and the capacity of truck. So this is the output per hour. So this is the truck capacity meter cube. This is the factor 50 minutes per hour, and this is here the trip time 22 minutes, means the loading and unloading. This is 22 per minute per trip. So we have calculated here output per hour 19.32 meter cube. Now if you add, here we have committed mistake. So 66 we have to add here. Okay, I would like to erase this one. So the total cost of excavation and transportation, that is this 66.06 plus this 19.32. So this will be 66 approximately plus this approximately 20. So 6 and this is 86. So 86 rupees per meter cube. So total cost of excavation and hauling is 86 per meter cube. So I think this is clear. Okay, we have committed mistake here. Point 20 is given itself in the problem, so we have to take the swelling factor, and only we need to calculate these things, number of cycle into bucket capacity. So this is how we can calculate the total cost per meter cube for this particular equipment, that is hose or JCB. Now the next problem, and this problem is for your you can say the homework or home assignment. So if you want to take a screenshot, then you can take your screenshot also. The problem is like this. This is a problem for your home assignment. Determine the output of a bulldozer having 215 HP engine fitted with a blade, rated capacity 4.40 meter cube. The bulldozer is employed for excavating a hard clay area with average haulage of 50 meters. Haulage means a particular distance, 50-meter distance. Then on a ground with downslope of 10%. It has direct drive transmission and its expected performance is 50 minutes per hour. So the performance, that is the rate of working in a particular hour, is only 50 minutes per hour. So we have to determine the output by using this particular data. So I request all the students note down this problem and try to solve this particular problem with yourself. You take the help of the materials which is included in one folder. In case of Microsoft Team, you go under the channel of that is our subject construction technique. You will find there one folder. In that folder there is a certain materials, and that material in the form of PPT, PDF, and a book will be there. So you have to download that book and solve this particular problem from there. Okay, so we will move to another okay. Now here I would like to mention this required for solving that problem, previous problem. This data you required, so make a screenshot for this particular, or this data is also available in our folder also. So this we require to solve the output of a bulldozer. Okay, then if you see here, the construction industry, for example, at the present situation, we have seen various type of equipment we have used for particular work, to excavation, then for excavating the trenches for pipeline, then to excavate the trenches for oil pipeline also. We have seen number of equipment, we have seen the cycle time, we have calculated the cycle time, then output, and we have also seen various machinery which is required for various work. So this is a particular, you can say, the construction, this particular slide is very important in case of showing the construction scenario, how we are going to down in the construction industry. And if you want to see in case of other businesses, all other businesses is increases. So it is the time to need to have a modern equipment, so we will reach up to this point, but at this stage we are lacking behind, because if you see in this scenario, and this scenario we will discuss in upcoming lecture, in the next lecture. And also I will like to show another slide where how we can speed up our work, and how this yellow line is in place of this line, that is all other businesses. So in next slide you will see that this line is here and this all other businesses below the constructions, how it is possible. So we will see in the upcoming lecture, right? So I would like to poll one important questions at this stage. Then we have one question for today's lecture, and then I will download the attendance also. Now the question is that, the first question, Here are our first question. The most suitable type of equipment for compaction of cohesive soil is, you have to pick up the right one from the four option. The most suitable type of equipment, the first option is sheep foot roller. The first option is sheep foot roller. The second option is the smooth wheel roller, and the third one is vibratory roller, and the last is dampers. Last is dampers. So the most suitable type of equipment for compaction of cohesive soil. The most suitable type of equipment we have to use for cohesive soil is sheep foot roller or smooth wheel roller or vibratory roller. So which type of equipment we have to generally use for compaction of cohesive soil? Sheep foot roller, smooth wheel roller, vibratory roller. So do you know the cohesive soil? Can anybody tell me what is mean by the cohesive soil, and after that I will correcting the which equipment we have to use. What do you mean by the cohesive soil? First,
Sir,
anybody?
cohesive soil, clays, sir,
Yes,
clay, clay silt, sir.
cohesive soil is clay silt. So what do you
Clay
mean by
soils,
cohesive? Cohesiveness means what?
it has a cohesion which bonds the particles.
The
The soil
force of
contains cohesion
attraction
between
between two
particles.
particles, the holding capacity of soil that can be classified into china clay or silty clay.
Yes. So if you want to compact such type of soil, then which type of roller we have to use generally? So most suitable type of equipment for compaction of cohesive soil. See here, unless and until we cannot understand the certain type of materials, we are not in a position to talk about the correct equipment. You have to correlate the whatever may be the equipment or machinery we have, you have to correlate that machinery or equipment with your work. For example, if you want to do the compaction for any kind of soil, so you should have the knowledge of all the materials. And if you want to excavate certain kind of material, then you should have the knowledge of all the materials, their characteristics, their hardness, then how much depth should be there. Then we have to correlate with the machinery. So you should also know the applicability of that machinery. So at this stage, I would like to say you have to go thoroughly the whatever may be the material I have kept in that folder, you have to go thoroughly. You will find there the most important characteristics of the equipment, then application of that equipment, and the suitability of that equipment. As far as concerned with the material, all the things you will see there. So I appreciate all these two students who given the answer for the cohesive soil, and also the first important equipment, 95% says that sheep foot roller. So if you see sheep foot roller, how you can select this particular equipment here? Sheep foot roller is a correct one. How? Anybody? 95% students say that the sheep foot roller is correct for compaction of cohesive soil. So how, on which basis you have marked this as a right answer for this sheep foot roller? Anybody tell me?
Sir, if
Yes.
we use smooth wheel roller,
Yes.
it will be stuck in that cohesive soil.
If you
So
see,
we can't use the
yes.
smooth wheel roller. Instead of that, if we use the sheep foot roller, it will penetrate that cohesive soil and remove the saturation if the soil has a property to saturate it with water. So it's my opinion. Because of that, we must use sheep foot roller.
Yes, yes, yes. So see, in the next lecture, we will a small discussion about all the equipment, right? So at this stage, you have marked as a sheep foot roller. This is not a correct answer, because if you see, my answer is vibratory roller. So vibratory roller is the correct answer for this particular question. The most suitable type of equipment for compaction of cohesive soil is vibratory roller. So see, unless and until we have the knowledge of equipment, unless and until we have the knowledge of the materials, you cannot say that the applicability. So we require certain discussion, we require certain thinking, logical thinking, and we also know the characteristic of equipment. So thank you once again. Today we will stop here, and in next lecture we will see one most important discussion on the type of equipment and their capability according to the material type. So today we will stop. Thank you again.